All right, everybody, we are back with another local championship tournament report. I played at Impact Gaming Center in Collinsville, Illinois this past Saturday, which was the 12th of October. Um, I went down to go visit my buddy Corey and play with his play group. So, here to just kind of talk about it. I ended up coming in first with Rodan, Giant Monster of the Sky. We played him off the all symbol. If you remember, I won another local championship with the Void version, which I named Michael Scott. So I named the all version Dwight Schrute. And if I played the air version, I'd probably name it Jim Halpert. Yeah, so this one plays completely different. I should say attack-wise completely different. Um, it still plays the heavy defense package on the. It plays heavy defense, and it really waits for your opponent to kind of overextend to where the point where they can't block. But a cool thing about this version, the all version, is that its offense is just way better than the Void version. Void has a little more techier. Able to deal with your opponent's foundations a little better. The all version really relies on your opponent just kind of just being an ape and, like you block well and then you set them up for failure on the backswing. Everyone knows what Rodan does. He's like one of the best characters in the game, if not the best. But let's get into the attack lineup. We played 3 copies of Multiple Bites. 4 mid, 4 difficulty, 3 check, 2 mid, 3 mid for 6. We remove cards with Rodan to give stuff speed. We're going to draw cards. It's a 4 diff cantrip, man. We love them. We love them in our games, right? So, one of the MVPs of the weekend, I'd have to say, is Double Jumbo Fist. This card is insane in this character. Being able to add 1 copy from your discard pile to give this attack 2/2, and then the copy you added gives your attack 1/1, so it comes in for a base 7/7 plus Rodan's speed. Your rival, unless they have an answer for it, is normally going to take 7 right off the bat. It's also not including that if you didn't supersonic flight it, or if you didn't floating around my babies for extra damage. Another really, really good piece was Big Fist Bash. Breaker 3 ended turns, and the 3 block mod, if I needed to remove it, was clutch. There was times where I just killed with this and Double Jumbo Fists. Just being able to re-pick this up, replay other moves that we'd played earlier in the game, in the turn. Super huge, super huge. This card is crazy. Also, with the cost to discard 2 cards to add 1 mid, not named Big Fist Bash, from the card pool to our hand, we could set up what we remove with Rodan. Like if we had a supersonic flight stuck in our hand, or any like a +4 block, like pressure variant, Iremeshy pressure variants, or floating around my babies. We're able to get them out of our hand, and we're able to just remove them for speed. Absorb Spirit Strike, anti-momentum, gives us momentum, super huge, very good. I did play against a couple decks that played throws, so I was able to deny them momentum while getting myself momentum for other effects that I could use, like the powerful on Dragon Strike or the powerful on Spirit Gun Mega. Hacker Extraordinaire came in huge as well. So. And my favorite attack in the deck, Spirit Gun Mega. This card allows us to, 1, set up the top card of our discard pile, and we get to pick any card out of our discard pile. Any card. It is fantastic. Hey, we need a Double Jumbo Fist to combo out. We got it. Big Fist Bash. We got it. Normally this would pick up Focused Attack or another Spirit Gun Mega, and then we just kept rolling, right? It does draw 2 cards if it deals damage. Also, on average with Rodan, this was like a 10 mid for like 9 on average with like other effects in the deck. Powerful 4 did come up and sneak up and hit someone right in the butt. They didn't realize they had Powerful 4 on it after they reset it to 1 with Reiner. It was crazy. True 100% Unleash. This card did put some work in top 4, but man, I really wish it would just be a 4th copy of Focused Attack or Dragon Strike. Being able to auto-block a mid is really good, especially with auto-block anything, especially if we have Mikasa defeats the female Titan out. We're allowed to just play this at 10 or less and remove it, and the check passes. but I'd probably really would like to add in a 4th Dragon Strike. Being able to flip our opponent's foundations is fantastic. This is one of the premier cards in the meta right now. Being able to flip a rival foundation on offense or defense is huge. Also, if they're in deadlock, you get some momentum. That's very cool. Now, the kill shot of the deck, Focused Attack, at a 3x. This card, everyone was ready for it, but even then, it still didn't matter at some points. I had a guy go into deadlock, and yeah, I played this first. And then played another mid, and then played Big Fist Bash to pick up my first Focused Attack, and he couldn't get out of deadlock, so I got to replay this and use the deadlock again. It was super sick. He ended up dying that turn. It was pretty sick. But yeah, like this card is just crazy. I'm going to be so sad when it rotates out, when Critical Role comes out in March. Assets and actions, no assets, surprise, no VME. I think with VME and Rodan, it's kind of like, we have Mikasa defeats the female Titan, so we really don't need it, right? Like, it can make our hand clunky. Also, we need the momentum to do it. But yeah, like, I just chose not to run it. Excuse me. 2 copies of Airy Smiles. Telling our rival, please stop attacking, or you have to play something else, then start attacking again, was pretty good. I had a couple people kind of trip over that. Also, the remove to add 1 foundation from our stage to the top of our deck came in handy a couple times. I actually used that probably more than the response this weekend. Very, very crazy. It's a very good ability. Next up is our 0 diff foundations. We got 2 Spirit Beast Poo. It blocks. It builds on block, I should say. Also, it's a +3 mid. It's very good. 3 copies of Pro Hero number 10. It's a +1 high block. It's on a 0/6. This card's crazy. Really our main damage outlet, right? And it allowed us to get our attacks into our remove from game pile faster than just using our ability. Rodan's ability, we get damage, remove the top 3. You know, it's a 4x. +4 mid block means 4 speed or -4 speed. Celestial Debts for some card draw. Resting up was huge. We commit our character, Rodan, to look at the top X of our deck. We're committed most of the time. There was times where I didn't feel like removing the top card of my discard pile just because it was just better just to commit for -3 speed. And it ended up coming in handy quite a bit. 4 copies of Pitching In. It's a 1/6, 2 mids from the Trigun decks. Challenger deck, you flip, choose a card in your discard pile, and place it on top of your discard pile. So we could actually go fetch +4 blocks that are buried in our discard pile and other things to, like, if we wanted to remove or pick up. Fawn attack mode, destroyed, and to get out of deadlock, get rid of useless foundations, stay out of deadlock. Also, it does kind of give it's kind of +1 damage because our rival loses health and we gain health. 4 copies of Mikasa defeats the female Titan. It's one of the best foundations in the game, in my opinion. Split body control. When our rival can block, this allows us to touch their stage. A lot of the times, they're not going to be able to block our stuff. So this actually may be on the cutting block for something else. But it's always nice to have some of this stuff just in case stuff happens, right? Urameshi Perseverance. +4 mid block on a 2/5 foundation. Remove, discard on momentum, add a card from a discard pile to our hand. So if we need a clutch attack, we need a clutch block going into our rival's turn, we're able to do it. 2 copies of Always Cool, able to lock damage on our moves and our rival's moves, so they can't be reduced or modified completely. Also, I never used the enhance on it, but I did block with it a couple times. 1 Vast Strength, probably should be 2x. This card's really good in the current meta. Remove, after an attack is played, it loses all non-keyword abilities. Really, really helps out curbing a lot of extra draw. If I don't want Walk the Dog to happen, like I don't want them to, like, you know, draw extra cards off of it, or, you know, Heat Ray, stuff like that. 2 copies of Defending Pageant Queen. This foundation's crazy in our character. We reduce the attack speed to 1, and then we remove a +X block to go negative on speed to make our block super easy. or we flip a spooky. We got 3 copies of Hacker Extraordinaire. I did not see a whole lot of assets this weekend, and not a lot of VME at all. But if I did, I was ready for it. 2 copies of Exhausted Exclamation. Our character's committed. We might as well get paid off for it, right? 1 copy of Spooky, which probably should be a 2x. This card was great anytime I had it on board. Being able to reduce an attack speed to like near negatives and then flip it and our rival can't do anything about it is fantastic. Supersonic Flight, it's the best foundation we have in the deck. I don't know, I guess so, maybe. It's a 3/5 plus 4 high block. We can destroy to change attack zone to high. It gets 2 speed, 3 damage. Also, the response after this card is removed due to an effect to pay a cost, we get to draw a card. So if we're using Rodan to sculpt our deck, we're able to pick it off. 2 copies of your finish to give some more deadlock pressure. If we happen to discard an attack or check an attack while we're playing something, we get paid off for it. And 4 copies of Chivalrous because, it's Chivalrous. We got to protect our foundations, right? Oh, next up is our sideboard. We got 2 copies of Detailing the Plan for Throw Hate. That's it. Eyes of the Tiger for City Rampage Hate. Invincible Body for more Throw Hate and Giant Damage Hate. 1 more Defendant Pageant Queen in case we need it. And 3 Dimensional Spheres to deny people momentum, deny combos, deny shift attacks. Also, it gives some cycle draw. It came in against the couple of the throws decks that I knew had throws. It was okay. I think I checked it, and I think I might have played it once. But that's the deck, guys. The UVSUltra link will be in the description box below. Let me know how your LC season went. Hopefully it went well. We are now currently sitting at 75 points, right outside the bubble. I don't know if I think I have to win my next one. I have to win my next LC, which is tomorrow as of recording, which this video will come out on Wednesday. So yep, and then we'll see what happens at Nats, right? I think I'm gonna have to do real well in Nats to get to World. So that's all I got for you guys today. Stick around for more content. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit those bells for notifications. And until the next time, take care.